Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, let's see what the Ukrainians report on their achievements on the front. They obviously report more than probably happens, but hey, it's always good to see what one side says and what the other side says, and then you realize you have actually two wars, not only one war, because according to the Ukrainians they're winning, according to the Russians are winning. So the truth is always somewhere in the middle. This article comes from Ukrainska Pravda from today, 2022. They say as a title here, Ukrainian armed forces hit 8 clusters of Russian manpower, General Staff reports. And this is going to be also a general assessment completed by the Ukrainians of what's going on the front. So the source is a General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. So Ukrainian Defense Forces have repelled Russian attacks near 15 settlements and hit 8 clusters of the occupiers' manpower over the past 24 hours. Over the past 24 hours, units of the armed forces of Ukraine have repelled attacks by Russian occupiers in the areas of over 15 settlements, such as Stalmarhivka and Serbryansk Forest in Luhansk Oblast, and Verkho blah 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 in Bakhmut, Klinchkviva Opitne in the Donetsk Oblast. The Russian invaders have launched 5 missile strikes and used multiple launch rocket systems 42 times over the past day. Now, on the Sivershchnya and Slobozhanchizhnya fronts, the occupiers fired at the settlements of Serednya Buda and Vovkivka in Sumy Oblast, and some 7 settlements in Kharkiv Oblast. On the Kupiansk front, the districts of Berestove, Kotlyrivka and Krokhmalne in Kharkiv Oblast, and 2 other settlements in Luhansk Oblast came under fire. On Liman front, now that's supposed to be an offensive where the Russians conduct an offensive attack. The Russians struck Makivka, Plochchanka and Chervonopopivka in Luhansk Oblast. Nothing of any offensive or advancement. On the Bakhmut and Avdiivka fronts, which are considered the hottest fights and where supposedly the Russians are advancing. So on Bakhmut and Avdiivka fronts, the Russian troops attacks the areas of more than 15 settlements. Among them are the Spirnie, Bilohorivka, Soledar, Bakhmutske, Bakhmut, Shasir Yar, and Novomikhailivka in Donetsk Oblast. In the Novopavlivka front, this again used to be an offensive operation. It was the Russians advancing, and I didn't see tanks in Bakhmut and Avdiivka. Usually they mention tanks when they report an offensive operation, but no tanks so far. So let's see. Novopavlivka front, the occupiers did not perform any active operations. They were on vacation. They used a UFB to detect the positions of Ukrainian defenders near the Shevchenkove settlement. So nothing, I haven't heard about that in a long time, nothing. On the Zaporozhye and Kherson fronts, Russian troops used tanks, so that means they attack, they're on offensive. I got to learn by experience here. They're reporting mortars, tubed and rocket artillery to fire at 27 settlements. Among them are Bilohiria, Orkiv, Stepove, and all these are in Zaporozhye Oblast, and Kozatsnye, Kherson, and Dniprovske in Kherson Oblast. It is confirmed that units of the defense forces struck several clusters of Russian military personnel and equipment as well as 2 ammunition storage points in Zaporozhye Oblast on December 16. The Russian troops lost more than 150 soldiers and 10 units of various military equipment. The information regarding invaders killed is being updated. Rocket forces and artillery units of the armed forces of Ukraine hit 8 clusters of Russian military personnel and 2 command posts along with 4 Russian ammunition storage points. So this is what these guys let us know about their whatever happens on the front, which doesn't seem to happen much, but usually I observed that during the weekend not much operations occur. I don't know why. They have weekends off or something. And then we have here some other titles from the Pravda. Russians attack Sumy Oblast with grenade launchers and mortars. Occupiers introduce all-night curfew in occupied part of Zaporozhye Oblast. Russians hit Nikopol with a heavy artillery, 1 person injured. Russians kill 1 civilian and wounds 1 more in Donetsk Oblast. It's unbelievable. It's just 1, 2, 3. It says almost 600 Russians and 2 tanks Russia lost in the past day. Russian invaders killed 3 and wounded 6 more residents of Kherson Oblast during the day. These are just pieces of information these guys offer you, but when you hear 3 people dead, 5 people dead, I always compare this war with, which could be negative, but I mean the wrong way to do, with the Second World War. And when I hear 3 people dead here and 5 people injured there, I'm like, imagine the front extends for about what, 1,000 kilometers or so, and you have so many axes where they fight, and you find that 3 people die here, 4 people died over there, 100 people die in a day. Just imagine that's 24 hours, because they fight during the day, during the night. 24 hours and you have 100 people dead. That's 10 people per, let's say, 100 kilometers. And I said 1,000 miles because I was generous, but I can go 1,000 kilometers, but I can go 1,200 miles, as I think they say it is. So let's go 1,000 miles. You divide those, 100 people were killed. 100 people divided by 10 is what? 10 people dead. 10 people dead on a 100-mile stretch in 24 hours. I mean, I don't know. This is just, I'm not rooting. I don't want, hey, more destructions and so on. But when they give me these numbers, I'm thinking, I'm calculating and saying, what is this? How major the war is? How, you know, all war? I don't know. It's anyway. I don't know why they blow up. Just civilian targets and houses and apartment buildings and what else? Because it seems like they shell the shit out of one another. Then you hear 3 people here, 4 people over there struck, or 100 Russians killed during the day. One day, as I said, I'm not willing to see more, you know, but I'm analyzing the loss of lives, and that doesn't tell me that anybody does anything major. It's just, I shoot you, you shoot me, I shoot you, and not even something major. I don't know, it's gonna be like this forever until Putin dies or something. We'll find out, right? Yes. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.